Players, we're going to go over some exercises to get some sounds going on just your mouthpiece. So all you need for this is your mouthpiece. And yours, of course, yes, it is the largest mouthpiece of the brass instruments. You've got lots of surface area there that your lips are going to buzz through to create your sound. So you are very, very relaxed when you're playing tuba. It's kind of like you're taking a big breath and just going, that kind of air. You don't have to work super hard to get a good sound on tuba. You still need to use lots of air though. So your lips are going to be very relaxed. You're also probably going to want to have a Kleenex or a paper towel or a cloth of some kind, just because sometimes you do get some moisture buildup inside of your mouthpiece, and you might just kind of have to wipe it out once in a while too, so it doesn't kind of drip everywhere. So that's just condensation, it's just that moisture from your breath that is kind of building up in there as you're playing. So it shouldn't be spit, it is just condensation, just little water droplets from your breath in there that are building up. Okay, so for our buzz, when we're starting on tuba, it's kind of that sigh of air like I showed you before, but then we're just going to kind of let our lips flap in the breeze as we exhale. So we're going to take a big breath in, and we're going to just kind of let it go and relax. Okay, so take another big breath in. Wet lips buzz easier than dry lips do, so lick your lips first, and then you're going to take a big breath in and just let your lips buzz and flap. Okay, so that for tuba now, this is going to rest over our mouth. And you'll notice it takes up almost your whole mouth. That's okay. That's normal. It's supposed to. The bigger the mouthpiece is, the more that's going to actually cover. But now you're going to take that buzz sound with your lips, and you're going to try that actually into your mouthpiece. So if I did that now, I'm going to put my tuba mouthpiece there, right in the middle of my mouth. Lick my lips, take a nice big breath. And I'm going to get a nice buzz sound on there. It is going to be a low sound. It'll take you a couple of tries to get a sound, so keep trying. And that's going to help kind of build up those muscles, get that air support going as well. If you ever start to feel a little bit dizzy when you're doing this, that's normal at the beginning. That will eventually go away. But if you start to get a little bit dizzy doing any of this, just take a break and just kind of breathe normally for a little while. And then when you're ready, give it another try. So on tuba, basically same thing as all brass instruments. Loose lips are going to give you a super low sound. Tighter lips are going to give you a higher sound. So if I really press my lips together and push my air faster, I'm going to get a really high sound. If I just let them go and do that air through my tuba, like nice warm air, I'm going to get a much lower sound. So it's kind of like a sigh. You're just kind of thinking of like, or if you're like fogging up a window when it's cold outside and you kind of get close to it and go, and it kind of fogs up. That's the kind of breath you're going to use when you're trying to get those really low sounds on tuba. Okay, then eventually when you can kind of put those sounds together, you're going to try something called a siren. And a siren is exactly what it sounds like. It's going to sound like a siren on a police car or on an ambulance or a fire truck. It's basically going to give your muscles in your face a bit of a workout. And you're going to start nice and loose and relaxed. And then you're going to gradually start to tighten up your lips and your buzz and speed your air up. And then you're going to start to gradually relax again. So you're kind of going to get that like valley, and then you're going to go up the mountain to the top, and you're going to relax and you're going to come back down again. So the siren sound, you can see what that looks like from the side. And you're going to do that until you're out of air. So tuba takes a lot more air than other instruments do. You're going to lose it a lot faster. So try to really focus on taking that really big deep breath, fill up your stomach with air in your lungs, and try to push that air back out again too with your stomach muscles, and try to really keep it going for as long as you can. So I'll try that again. Okay, so sometimes your lips might not buzz. That's okay. Lick your lips, try it again. Then you can do the opposite direction too. You can go from high to low. and you can try to get a higher sound and a lower sound in there. But basically, it's kind of like on your high sounds, you're kind of pulling and stretching and smiling. On your low sounds, you're just super loose and relaxed, right? So that sound. You're kind of like pushing your air into your mouthpiece. And that's you. If you puff a little bit, that is perfectly okay. For the beginning, that's fine. If it helps you to get those low sounds, absolutely do that because that's going to help to relax the muscles in the rest of your face while you're buzzing. Okay, so those are some little examples and things that you can try at home. You can also try playing 4 separate notes. See if you can use your tongue to separate your notes. So now you're going to think of ta, 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 or so your tongue kind of hitting behind your front teeth to separate those notes while you're buzzing. So you can think, I'm doing, and kind of pushing my air out with my tongue through my lips. You'll notice too, you might get some spit like falling out and like moisture falling out of the end of your mouthpiece. That's okay. Just make sure you go and wash your hands after if it's dripping all over you. You can take your Kleenex, you can kind of dry out the inside of your mouthpiece. It's getting a little bit wet. That's perfectly normal for tuba players. You kind of get used to it after a while. That's just part of playing tuba, and that's okay. Okay, so those are just some little exercises for you to kind of build up some of those strength muscles in your face, in your embouchure, and then that's going to help you too when we go to add this to our tuba. That's going to help to build that flexibility in your playing, so you're going to be able to get those different sounds. Because a lot of the time on brass instruments, we change the note with our lips, not only our fingers. So sometimes you'll have to have one set of fingers pressed down on your valves, but you're also going to have to remember if your lips have to be tight or loose for that note to get the right sound. So by doing exercises like this with sirens, see what's the lowest sound you can play on your mouthpiece, what's the highest sound you can play on your mouthpiece. That's going to directly transfer onto your tuba when you have to start playing actual notes and songs. So hopefully that helps. If you're having trouble, come and see me in the band room and I'll be happy to help you. But otherwise, good luck and happy practicing.